Hello everyone, welcome to the discussion of the Public International Law. Myself, Assistant Professor Vidisha Vora here. Public International Law. What exactly the international law means? Let's start our discussion with that. Then, it's been regarded as a rules and regulations. Now, we all are very much aware that law exists because of society, and society is for law, law is for society. That integration itself shows the existence of law. The same is with the international law. Law element is there, but what the thing is, the perspective is now international one. So international law is the set of rules generally regarded and accepted as binding in relation between states or between nations. Hereby states nation means a country. When a group of countries coming together, it forms a society itself, like a society of nations. Then the behavior, then the discipline, the interaction between the nations is being governed by the international law. International law differs from state-based legal system in that it is primarily applicable to the countries rather than the citizen in individual. Hereby we need to understand what exactly law is for the entity irrespective of the natural or law created entity, but it is for the entities. Hereby entities word means the international framework, that is the country. So international law is a framework being established for countries, nations, and their mutual dealing with each other. So international law is just a set of rules generally regarded and accepted as binding in relation. These are the very important one. The first one is accepted, and the second one is binding. So these two words make sense it as international law. International law is a consent based governance. What exactly it is? This is something that gives you power to decide whether you wish yourself to be governed by this particular law or not. Let's clarify this thing with the example. For example, can you excuse yourself from being Indian Penal Code to applicable to you? Definitely not. Indian Penal Code will be applicable to each and every citizen of India as far as the other entities covered within that particular scope of the act. But hereby, if it is something related to international law, then you are having power to excuse yourself. For example, India had not been party to treaties, so many treaties. They had been party later on. So what we did, we have excluded ourselves since many years from getting it applicable. So that is the essence of the international law. It is international law is a consent based governance where member of that particular community decide whether that particular law will be applicable to that country or not. Whenever we talk about the international law, there are three disciplines coming to picture. The first discipline talks about the public international law, which governs the relationship between states and international entities. State means the countries here by the be it's India, USA, UK, Russia, Japan, irrespective of how many countries whatsoever we are having, it will be regarding the relationship between those countries and international entities. Those entities which are having international framework of working, like WTO, then United Nations, then UNESCO, all this will come into this category where dealing with this particular entities will be treated as dealing on an international front. That is public international law. The second aspect discuss about the private international law. The second branch is very much clear about what exactly it means. Private international law, which talks about the jurisdiction to hear a case. A particular case is being heard. In which country it will be heard? Let's have an example. For example, before example, let's have the second point. The law concerning which jurisdiction applies to the issues in the same case. Which jurisdiction will be taken care, and what would be the applicability of a particular law. Let's go through the example of a particular movie. If you can recollect the movie of Shah Rukh Khan, Happy New Year, where they plan to get a robbery of a particular diamonds through that particular dance show and all that. In that exit plan, if you remember, they say that by the time Dubai police will come to know that this diamonds are fake and not a real one, we will be there in international water. what exactly it is, because in international water Dubai laws are not applicable. Otherwise Dubai laws are very much strict about the robbery and this punishment. So that what exactly shows the jurisdiction. So private international law is a law which addresses the concern regarding whenever it's a matter involving individual and international aspect, then which jurisdiction of that particular person's citizenship or the country where it happened will take care. So private international law talks about this thing. Now we are coming to this third branch. This third branch is something very much lesser known, and by the time many of the jurists have even eliminated this branch. What exactly it is? It is a supranational law which concerns regional agreement where the laws of nation states may be held applicable when conflicting with the supranational legal system. Means thereby whenever there is an agreement or treaty between two or three countries, and in case they are not coming to a mutual consent in case of a dispute, then which law will prevail? Because they are now not ready to accept the framework of the treaty, then what will happen? Which country's domicile will be there, which will prevail? So that is the point being dealt under the supranational law. But in recent time we don't have any such supranational law element present right now. Reason being, it's been included, or it has a very limited scope, so that has been included by the public international law. That was all about the what exactly the international law is and what are the branches of the international law. Then to quickly summarize this thing, we are having international law, or we consider international law as a set of rules and regulations for the governing the relations between the nations. It is having majorly three branches, but known only two. The first one is public international law and the second one is private international law. For this, if you have any query regarding this particular point, then you may definitely write me on vidhishah@ljinstitutes.edu.in. Till then, thank you so much everyone.